Beyoncé Giselle Knowles-Carter is a global icon, a force of nature, a woman whose artistry reshapes culture and defies limits. Her journey from a Houston girl with big dreams to one of the most influential artists in history is a story of talent, reinvention, resilience, and unwavering vision. Born on September 4, 1981, in Houston's working-class neighborhood of Fifth Ward, Beyoncé was raised by a jobbing father and a mother who worked multiple jobs to support her two children. From the start, Beyoncé displayed a natural poise and presence. She sang in church, honed her moves in dance classes, and absorbed performance from every church choir and local talent show she encountered. It was instinct, coaxed by ambition. At just 9 years old, she began auditioning for girl groups and singing competitions, entering regional televised events. Her first major recognition came as a member of Girls' Time, and later Destiny's Child, under the management of Matthew Knowles, her father. The group's ascent mirrored Beyoncé's rise. Fierce harmonies, matching outfits, and fierce statements of female empowerment that resonated across America. In 1999, Destiny's Child burst onto the scene with hits like Say My Name, Bills, 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 and Survivor. Their music became anthems of independence and resilience. Beyoncé, lead singer and unmistakable presence, developed a persona that was more than feminine. It was unbreakable. When Destiny's Child went on hiatus at the height of their fame, Beyoncé launched her solo career. In 2003, her debut album, Dangerously in Love, arrived like a thunderous declaration. Playful R&B tracks, daring lyrics, and an unmistakable star around whom the music universe would orbit. She won 5 Grammys that year, instantly proving she was more than a girl group star. She was a cultural phenomenon. Beyoncé's solo path has been one of game-changing innovation. Her 2006 B-Day album was an explosion of confidence and vibrancy. Irreplaceable, Deja Vu, Beautiful Liar. Each track showcased vocal agility, dance intensity, and a fearless embrace of pop sensibility. She proved she could rival the biggest names in both pop and R&B. But innovation didn't stop there. In 2011, Beyoncé revolutionized music marketing with an album drop that surprised the world. Without warning, she released her self-titled album Beyoncé directly on iTunes. It sold over 800,000 copies in 3 days. No singles, no promotion. Only the image of Beyoncé, pregnant with her daughter Blue Ivy, commanding attention. The album was a cinematic deep dive into conception and womanhood, feminism and domesticity, with tracks like Drunken Love, Flawless, and XO. Her 2013 Mrs. Carter Show World Tour, named after her married name and released during pregnancy, displayed the height of glitz and grandeur, a pageant of sequins and precision. She showed that motherhood doesn't diminish power, it amplifies it. Then came Lemonade in 2016, a film and album hybrid that shattered emotional conventions. Beyoncé used poetry, cinema, top-line lyrics, and an hour-long visual journey to explore infidelity, identity, race, and reclamation. Iconic songs like Formation, Don't Hurt Yourself, and Love Drought chronicled a process of devastation, anger, and transcendence. It was seismic. The cultural reaction reinforced Beyoncé not just as an entertainer, but as a cultural agitator and roadmap. Beyoncé followed with Everything Is Love, 2018, a surprise collaborative album with Jay-Z under the name The Carters. It was a love note and a reclaiming anthem. She then headlined Coachella 2018, Beychella, becoming the first Black woman to headline, turning the Desert Festival into a celebration of Black culture, historically Black colleges, music legends, and unflinching pride. Her 2019 release, Homecoming, captured that moment in ceremony. A Netflix film and live album that paid homage to Black college culture and live performance. With precision choreography, band solos, and tense of Black excellence, Homecoming was packed with political signifiers, divine pageantry, and cultural affirmation. In 2020, she released Black Parade, an anthem celebrating Black resilience and pushing for justice in the wake of George Floyd's murder. As a businesswoman, in 2022, she launched Renaissance, a celebration of Black diaspora, in queer club culture. With hits like Break My Soul, Cuff It, Alien Superstar, the album and its spectacular tours became universal dance celebrations of identity and liberation. Fast forward to 2024 to 2025, and Beyoncé debuted the Cowboy Carter Tour, named after her country-inspired album, Renaissance Chapter 2, Cowboy Carter. She surprised music audiences again by boldly stepping into country, and the tour wrapped cinematic visuals and grand staging in a salute to Texas roots and a new creative frontier. But not everything went according to script. On May 9, 2025, during the Houston, Texas show, her hometown creators had meticulously staged a flying car segment that would swoop above the audience as a grand moment in the show. It was ambitious, mesmerizing, a marriage of country western fantasy and theatrical spectacle. Yet something went sideways. The harness detached and the car jolted, throwing off the moment's intended magic. Fans gasped, heartbeats skipped. The car wobbled abruptly, shimmered off course, then snapped forward again, glimpsed through flashing stage lights. Within seconds, Beyoncé was attended to by crew, but she waved off concern, kept her composure, finished the song. Fans erupted. In interviews afterward, she joked that Houston was never boring and said the scarier part had been singing Texas Hold'em in the actual Houston humidity. The mishap sparked viral debate. Was this symbolic, literal, a test of composure? Jeers and praise poured in. Some called it unsafe. Others commended her unwavering stage presence. And netizens wondered, did she plan it? Was Beyoncé operating at the edge? It became an internet moment, a shared commotion, and it reminded us why her performances feel real. The flying car incident at Houston wasn't just a stage stunt gone wrong. It highlighted Beyoncé's command over her image, her artistry, and her audience. She blends vulnerability and bravado, a woman in control, even when the unplanned occurs. Sometimes that's the moment we feel her presence most, in the imperfection. That combination of precision and unpredictability defines her legacy. Beyoncé's artistry spans decades. She perfected genre-transcendent albums, dominated airwaves, and protected ownership of her stories. She's won 32 Grammy Awards, making her the most decorated artist in Grammy history. She crossed boundaries: child star, R&B diva, pop queen, feminist provocateur, country explorer. She's defined eras, trends, and imaginaries. Cherokee leather cat suits, gender-swapping empowerment tracks, costume drop surprise albums, dance floors covered in masks. She has also become a powerhouse entrepreneur and philanthropist. Founded Parkwood Entertainment, which produces film, music, television, manages artists, builds community programs. She's backed Tidal, co-founded House of Darium, co-designed shoes and teas, invested in baby and beauty brands. She's donated to Black Lives Matter, disaster resilience funds, hurricane relief in Puerto Rico, COVID-19 research, and help for farmers in Africa. She's taught dance workshops in Houston, advocated for gender equality at the UN, led global initiatives for education in Senegal, and pushed for reparations. Beyoncé doesn't just create art, she activates in her community, globally and personally. Her family, husband Jay-Z and children Blue Ivy, Rumi Sir, is also central. Their relationship, the personal journey explored in Lemonade, Apeshit, Everything is Love, and the Renaissance Tour is also collaborative storytelling. Her tenacity thrives at home. She calls Jay-Z her North Star, and Blue Ivy has even begun appearing on stage. So where does Beyoncé go from here? The Cowboy Carter Tour continues to break streaming records on Disney+, teasing a deluxe album with features for Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson, Megan Thee Stallion, and Ricky Martin, amplifying her cross-genre intent. Discussions swirl about the next visual album, maybe a spaghetti western in Morocco, or a sci-fi epic starring her and Lupita Nyong'o. Maybe a film actress reprise soon, something with emotional gravitas, though she hasn't spoken publicly about it. Or maybe the energy stays on stage, generating new creative collaborations that carry her into the future as choreographer, director, global curator. The flying car incident in Houston is more than gossip. It is a symbol. Beyoncé is unmatched in her ability to celebrate triumph while leaning into risk. She is a woman who makes mistakes on public stages and yet refuses to apologize for complexity. She completes songs even when her body is jolted. She soars overhead in literal flight and lands in the hearts of millions a bit more human, a bit more powerful, and still shining. Her narrative is eternally unfinished. She is not defined by crunchy car harnesses or Grammy tallies. She's defined by the art she makes and the way audiences say, "That was Beyoncé." Whether cowboy hat or couture, church organ or guitar riff, Beyoncé remains the busiest artist in the room. She is the hottest lightning bolt to strike popular culture in decades. And just like that flying car in Houston, the beauty of the moment is found in the way she stays steady, even when the wheels come off. Because Beyoncé doesn't just write the tracks, she rewrites them.